Hi guys. So this is day 2 of being proload. Um, I showered last night. They said I could shower, just no submerging in water, no soaking, no stagnant water. Um, and I was still able to lay down flat and sleep. Well, I have to sleep elevated, so not like completely flat. I prop myself up on pillows, and I was sore yesterday, definitely, especially when the meds wore off. Um, I felt okay laying down. And when, see, I'm trying to think if that's flexion or extension. Down is flexion, back is extension. So when I'm in extension, um, even after the prolotherapy, extension isn't as bad for me, and it wasn't as bad before. So that's how, like, I'm supposed to sleep. I'm supposed to sleep, like, not with your chin tucked, but like this. And it didn't bother me, like, at night laying down on my neck. I had my soft pillow. I slept through the night. um, this morning when I woke up, ow, 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 I was like, oh, great, wonder how today's gonna be. But once I got up, went to the bathroom, started moving around, I'm like, okay, I actually am, you know having a little bit more mobility without the pain, and it's still sore nonetheless, but I could feel that, like, I don't think it's as sore as yesterday. It's supposed to be 4 days of, soreness, stiffness, and whatever. And I'm about to call the clinic though, because I'm a bit confused, because Dr. Hauser was telling me I could do Pilates, and it says on that sheet that that's safe for me to do. But I looked at a half hour of Pilates on YouTube that you can do at home, and it's terrifying. Like, I wish I would have known what Pilates was yesterday, because I would have said, I don't think I can do this, like, until my neck gets more stabilized, which the first treatment, one treatment builds off another. You're not going to get that much stabilization from just one treatment, and the nurse told me it's probably going to be about 3 treatments before you see a lot of differences. And, so I'm just like, I'm gonna have to call and ask them about that, because I'm really scared to do a lot of that stuff until I get more stabilization here. Um, but then again, it goes by how you feel too. So, I mean, obviously, they don't want you to start that like days after the prolotherapy. Maybe after that first week or two, because, a lot of the healing, most of the healing, I think, is supposed to take place in the first couple weeks. So maybe in a couple weeks, like, I'll feel like I don't need the brace. I'll feel like my neck's strong enough that maybe I could try certain things. But some of those things in that Pilates video I was watching, I was just like, oh, heck no. Like, I don't want to reverse everything they just did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want to go through all those injections for nothing. And it said on the sheet, it said, like, the more you work on your curve and strengthening your muscles, the less prolotherapy you'll need. But, like, I don't even care if I need 10 treatments instead of 7. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would rather just, like, wait till I'm at the point where I got my neck strong enough that it's not going to bother me to do a cat cow, or, like a plank. There's no way, like, because even if I'm just like on the floor supporting myself with my arms, petting my cat, I immediately start to feel dizzy and tremory. My head gets real heavy. And I mean, but maybe since I had my first treatment now, maybe it won't be like that. I mean, some people do see benefit after the very first treatment. So I'm just gonna have to, I'm definitely gonna call the clinic and ask them about that. um like, for example, though, like, when I went to my chiropractor, and back in December, when she wanted me to start exercising too before she went away on her Christmas trip, and my mom was yelling at me. She's like, well, you're not doing what she said. She told you to start stretching and this and that. And, like, sometimes you have to let your body tell you, because I was like, Mom, I tried just putting my legs in the position that I would have to stretch them to do a moonwalk. Like, I didn't even do a moonwalk. I just put my legs, stretched them back in that position, and did certain little tiny things. You know what I'm saying? And that jacked me up for days. And I told her that when I got back. I was like, cannot stretch. I did the tiniest amount of stuff and it screwed me up. And it wasn't long after that that she determined I had the instability, and that I was told not to stretch, not to exercise, not to do anything until we get the instability resolved. So, in other words, what I'm saying is like, even though I've had one treatment, I definitely probably don't have enough stabilization after just one treatment, like to start exercising. So I wish I would have asked him that, but I tried to do a better job of listening, just taking in everything he was saying. But then when you do that, you forget to get out your questions. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, doc, that's great that you're trying to put me on an exercise plan because you want to get me back to dancing. But how the hell am I supposed to do that after just one treatment? Um, and there's different kinds of Pilates moves. So maybe I can do the ones that are like he wants me to strengthen to keep my shoulders back, to strengthen up my core and like my back muscles and my arms and stuff. So I mean, there's probably some things that I can do this, like things like that. So there's probably some things of the Pilates that I can do, but definitely some of it that I should avoid. So that's another thing too. I just have to see maybe which things I can do safely and which ones that I'll have to wait until like my second or third treatment before I could start doing. So, but the treatment wasn't that bad. Like, I want to post this on YouTube. So I might have said this in my Facebook Live yesterday that, but since I'm going to put this on YouTube, I'm going to say if people are contemplating like getting treated at Caring Medical, like, I was like worried about that for nothing. And like, it's possible he gave me less injections because I asked him to go easy on me because I was scared like the first treatment. And I asked not to have the occipital ridge injected if I didn't have to. But I still was supposed to have C0 through C7 treated. I just didn't want a ton of occiput injections if I didn't have to, because those ones kind of scare me closer to the brainstem and that. But whatever I need to do, to get C1, C2 stabilized. But that's my worst area. I had a Vicodin, I had a Xanax, and I had laughing gas. And he's so quick. Like, I mean, it probably was only 5 minutes, to do the whole procedure. He did a lot more of injections than 10. I don't know if he did 50 on me because I asked him to take it easy. Tried to bargain with the number of injections there. But he definitely did a lot more than I felt because I can see like the holes, you know what I'm saying? Like I might have counted like 20 something holes at least that I could see, and I can't see the ones in my hairline, obviously, where Atlas is. But like I probably only felt like about 10 pinches or so. And the ones that you did feel, it felt like a pinch and it felt weird, but it wasn't that bad. So I suggest to anybody, like, just don't be scared to take the meds. Because I'm one of those people that's scared of medications. Like I was like, I never had laughing gas. How's my body going to react to laughing gas? I never had, a Vicodin, like this and that. And I was like, but you know what? Like, just do it. Like, so, because it's really going to help you get through it and have a more comfortable procedure. You know what I'm saying? So now that I know what to expect, like, heck yeah, he can inject more next time, like if that's what I need. So yeah. So far my experience at Caring Medical has been awesome. Dr. Hauser's awesome, explaining everything to me, like ordering those scans, according to my scans. I could have qualified for a spinal fusion, which is nuts. That I had doctors this whole time telling me I just had anxiety and there's nothing wrong with my neck. Oh, really? I'd like to go back and tell them, like, well, according to this, if I took it to a neurosurgeon, I'd qualify for a spinal fusion. But there's nothing wrong with my neck, right? So anyway, don't get me started on that because I don't have that much more time to talk. But yeah, that's how my first treatment with Dr. Hauser went. So I'll talk more in the comments, ask me questions, and yeah, I didn't want to put my brace on yet. They said I didn't have to wear it the first few days because of the stiffness. And that's why I think maybe I didn't get quite as many injections as he normally does either, because, I'm not as stiff as some other people are after the procedure. I was yesterday, but the second day today isn't as bad. All right, I'm running out of time, guys. Talk to you in the comments, ask me questions.